The last video I want to talk about for this section has to do with power. So we've talked about work as the change in energy, work as also the force dot the distance and what the dot product is. We've talked about the units for energy, which I didn't explicitly say, but are the same units for work as joules. Joule is defined as a kilogram meter squared per second squared. Now I want to talk about what power is. Power is defined as the work applied to an object over time. So power is the work over time of an object. Without getting too much into the calculus again, here we can think of if it takes me, so we looked at the example of pushing that block, the 10 kilogram block across the floor. Oh, goodness. And I think we said we wanted it to be here. And I think we said here was 3 meters away. And we had the applied force of 20 newtons. Okay, so let's go back to this example. Now let's say we're optimizing our work. We're pushing in the direction of the force. So it's the cosine of 0 degrees. Okay, so that would mean our work was equal to F dot D, which was force distance cosine of the angle. In that case, I'm pushing in the direction of the motion. The angle is just 1. So it was the force times the distance. That was 20 newtons. The 3 meters is the direction it went. I got 60 joules. So 60 joules of work putting into the system. Now I can add a caveat here and say, look, let's say it took me, because I'm not going to do this in an instant, right? It takes me time to apply this. This is where the term power comes from. Let's say it takes me 2 seconds to push the block. Maybe less, maybe more. But if we say it takes time would be like 2 seconds it takes to push the block from there to there, we could calculate the power. Power would be the 60 joules over the 2 seconds, which would be 30 joules per second, or the other unit you'll probably have heard is watts. So 30 watts, big capital W for watts. That is defined as a joule per second. So that would be the power of a system. And without, again, going into too much calculus, this is about as detailed as we're going to get in terms of what power is and its relationship to work. So you just really need to remember that it's work over time.